Welcome to MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next. If you're not too careful, you just might learn something. Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next, and if you're not too careful, you just might learn something. So today, this episode is going to be part 3 of our boat project, and let's get cracking at it. You know, our manifold came in. Drained out the old oil, got some fresh oil in it, ready to go, and we got a few little things we got to do to the manifold before we bolt it on the motor, so let's get started. Alright, so we got our manifold from, was it Center State Engine, I think it was, up a little place up on the East Coast. The thing you want to be careful of is you want to make sure you buy a manifold from a reputable source, because if you get a cheap Chinese made one, casting may not be right, and the core's shifted, and you know, the manifold may leak as soon as you put it on, or you know, won't last. This one's cast by Bar Marine. It's made in the United States, and it really wasn't that terribly expensive for this one. That's like 280 bucks, I think, and it comes with all the gaskets, new bolts, studs, everything. So, but initially what we got to do, we do need to take our covers, front and back covers, off the old manifold and bring them over to the new one. So we're going to get started on that. Alright, I'm going to use my little bore scope here, and you can see that one hole there. And then see that nice big hole there. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, it's better.
I can get on it here. That's a big hole. And let's see if I can get down through there. I don't know if I can get down through here and see any more. Let's see. Oh, like it. I'm guessing that's probably all that there is. Well, that might be something there. Not sure what that is. But yeah. But it only takes one to damn the manifold, so. Alright. Well, you can count on this happening every time. That's why it's always best to buy your whole kit that comes with everything, because you can guarantee these bolts are going to break. Which I'm not worried about, because I got a crap ton of them, but we didn't buy the end covers and all that, because we're not sure if this is all what's wrong with that motor. We're worried the block might still be cracked, so we're not going to invest a whole lot of money in it just yet. We're going to wait. Now, the block's good, and he may decide to go ahead and replace these, but these are still in fairly good nick, so you may not even need to do that. But so, well, we're going to get these all sealed up and get them on the new manifold, and get all our studs and bolts and everything moved over, and we'll be ready to rock and roll here in a minute. Alright, so we got all our studs, bolts and everything moved over. We got our front and back cover on there, and yes, I remember to put the right cover on the right end. I know, imagine how many of us have done that in the past. So all I'm going to do is clean that up and get it ready to go back on, and we'll be heading up into the boat. Alright, we got our manifold in, a riser, just about everything hooked up. I didn't bother hooking the throttle linkage up yet, because we want to check it and fire it up. Got our little earmuffs on over there pumping water through, and I have him turn the ignition on, and then I'll hand the camera off to you. Turn on. Just turn the ignition on. I'll crank it from here. We're going to have to fill the carburetor back up with fuel. I didn't bring my screwdriver with me.
I'll get it.
All right, well that's gonna end it for this episode here because we got a little thunderstorm brewing up out here. You can see behind me it's getting a little gnarly out there. So hey, we got it running for a while. We had it running longer than he had it, and I don't see a whole lot. Didn't see any milk in the oil. It was a teensy bit, you know, because it was full of milk before and we had to wash it out. But once I get a little better weather and get the carburetor and the timing dialed in right, that's all borked up. Get it to where it'll idle, then we can let it warm up and boil pretty much boil the water out of that crankcase, and then we'll be ready for a couple more oil changes, and then she'll be ready to rock and roll. So we're pretty sure the block isn't cracked on the inside, but I'm withholding judgment at this point. So, but it's a good sign, a very good sign. So I'm cautiously optimistic. That's what we'll call it. So yeah, look at all that lightning back here. So anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next time where I'll be rebuilding the carburetor, and hopefully I can talk Robert into putting the electronic ignition distributor in there, because it's a whole lot better ignition system and they run a whole lot nicer. So we'll go from there and see how we go. But I think he dodged a bullet this time, so hey, you never know. Thanks for watching again. Talk to you next time.